Does it work better with electricity?
Yeah.
Okay everyone, this is the bracket we're going to be installing that I've made to go in there. I'll talk about that more later. First of all, we've got to modify it. So we've got quite a few tools that we're going to be using here today. We've got the Fiend, got the Hilti so I can reach in there, the long SDS bit, drill the holes to mount it, and then we're going to be cutting it with this beast, the Bosch. So we've got quite an all-star cast here, and yeah, so it should be a pretty interesting day. We've got our first setback today. We've got to get this bracket in here, and it won't quite go. I've engineered this bracket so that it's slightly smaller than the hole, or than the pipe, you see? And so when pressure is applied, I've tested this dry, you push it on there, the wood will spring back and you'll get it so that the actual elastic property of the wood is gripping the pipe, and that's the idea. And I'm going to set this into this hole as high up as I can, preferably on this brick just here. I'm going to drill 2 holes, we're going to get gripper chemical fixing in there as well. Really get it locked and screwed down in there, and then that will have this pipe clamped up pretty well, and then we can come in with the saw below here and do that. I have my boxer chisel out, get some of this cement off in here. I think I'll get some of that off in there first. I've got to modify the section so it's nice and square. You can take measurements for this sort of thing, but as you can see, the bricks are all higgledy-piggledy, they're all slightly different, so it will come down to a bit of fine-tuning with one of these. At the same time, I don't want to knock out actual brick, I just want to get the cement out. The brickwork is what we're trying to protect and save. And we're going to have to repair some later. When this is all done, I'm going to put all this back. I'm going to cut it off about, say, here, and put a nice run of bricks in, finishing here, after I get all this rubbish out, all that sort of thing. Crowbar out. I like this one because it's effectively got a nice little cold chisel on the end that I can use. And it's nice and big. You've got a lot of distance between the hammer and your hand. So the brick is poorly cut, which is annoying. There we go, that's good. So you've not got to get a 9-inch grinder just to shave a little bit. Mortar's so soft in this hand, so you can just grind it down. Anyway, there's all in there, all squared off nicely. Got a bit here as well, just in that corner. Well, somebody's off doing something for you. The best thing you can do on a job like this is save yourself a bit of time and get all the tools ready to work around. So we need a 10mm for the Hilti, and this bit's going to be nice and long, reach in there and do what we need to do. Oh, these nice long ones, because you see, use a normal cordless. I could probably get in there with a cordless, but this, so much room, more better. It's more better. so it's a bit of tool porn here today. We've got the Fiend Multi-Master out, 350 watt. Got the Hilti, got the Bosch over there, 9-inch grinder. I hope when I'm his age I'll have lots of nice tools like these. And the thing with the Hilti is that it's a twist action. You twist this to get it to do what you want, unlock and lock and such. It's a bit different from the ones that you see where you've got to pull them back. Pretty much everybody does that. Right, that's ready. Always check that your drill bit's straight. You don't want to bend one down it. Just make sure that nobody's used it as a crowbar. But like that, in my short time of doing this crazy job that I do. Next we need some high-speed bits, so we're going to have to pilot drill the wood so it doesn't split. I really need the screws to do that, because I need to know the size screw to use. I highly recommend you get yourself a set like this. Don't get those blue things where all the drill bits are all shaking around loose inside. That's not what you want. You want your sizes here all laid out. That way you can see if one's missing, like here, and replace it. Just buy the drill bit off of the internet. So, God knows how many pence. Pay £2 postage and packaging. Yeah. Sounds expensive, but it works out a lot cheaper just replacing the same with everything. SDS bits, masonry bits, drill bits, hole saws. Just buy the sizes you need. You don't necessarily have to start with a set. Like if it's a set of these, I would buy a set. But just get the size. Perfect. So what we've got here is we've had to set it up with packers behind it, and so I'll have to drill all these bits of wood as well. But let's test this now. So my glamorous assistant has been down and drilled it and we'll cut it down. We can get this in here. Hopefully be able to rotate it. I've squared off the hole, by the way, while you was gone. That's a bit better. Look at that. That's exactly what we want.
So what do you need the packer?
Well, I don't need much packers really. I just need a little bit.
There's a very thin one there.
Yeah, that's what I need, just a little thin one. I might have to chop it up because it's thinner on one side than it is on the other. Let's try and get that in there.
Use the hammer.
Use the magic tool, you mean? The only problem is though, I can't get my spirit level in there to make sure it's straight.
I'm not too worried about that.
I'll get sleepless nights if I put it in like that. Right, that looks about good. I mean, so, you know, all jokes aside, you should make sure your work's of a good quality, even if it's not going to be seen. Just get a pencil and just draw a line. That's worked out quite well. Because it's right in the middle of a course of brickwork, it's tight. So as long as it's on your previously marked line, just make sure it's nice and visible, should be okay. Right, let's get the Hilti out of the way, I don't need that yet.
You bring chiseling on it?
No, I considered chiseling with the Hilti, but I thought I don't want to bring power tools in here and do more damage to what I'm trying to restore. But I put the 10mm bit in it ready so I can drill the holes. Right, we've got the fixings.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's show the one of them. I want the longer of the two, I think we will decide to go with. This is what we're using. These are these outdoor things. And they even come, look at this, it's even got the little driver that you need to use with them. These are so long. So, what's going to happen is it's going to go through there, through our other bracket behind, and all this is going to get squeezed together like I was saying. be all forced together, so the actual elastic tension of the wood is what is doing the clamping really.
We're going to have to cut a bit off that.
Yeah, I do that with the Fiend though.
No, do it with the thickest so it's straight now.
Yeah, if you want. I need to know how much to cut off though. I can do that now. If we tap this in there, I'll do a dry run of this, tap it in there, I'll mark the line, and then you can cut it. What about that?
Yeah, okay.
Alright. I'll show everybody what I mean about the spoon as well. So we get this here, we tap the hammer in there. See how it's sort of flexed around the bit of pipe? That's what we want. We might have to cut some of these packers and put them in here. It's the only thing,
Go
but
straight down. Cross it.
doesn't matter.
It's a bit of, here you go, do this.
You got a straight edge, thanks.
Yeah, straighten it to that.
We've got lots of straight edges here, lots of floorboards. Leave a bit of material. That should do.
You want to go in a bit more than that, you know?
Yeah, but look how thin it'll be there.
Break there.
I don't want it much thinner.
Take it up.
I would have a chop saw if I was on site, so that's valid. But
I'm not bringing my chop saw, it's too heavy.
yeah, we don't want to bring the chop saw up here. Jesus Christ, that'd be insane. Alright, so we've got that marked. We know the diameter of our fixings now. So we've got a selected drill bit to suit, then I've got to get that back out there. Do 2 little holes. Go from there really. I need my work belt and my tape measure. I'm just going to get that stuck. Size these up. I think we want about 4.5. I try and use the 0.5 sizes the most, or the sizes ending in a 5 and a 0, because getting like a 2.3 or something drill bit is a little bit crazy. It's a bit thin. Try and go for 5, and obviously, you know, the harder sizes to obtain, you don't want to break those, you want to save those for when you really need them. I think a 5mm will be good. By the time the thread gets through there, that'll be about just right with the shaft, and we'll probably pop some washers on the backs of these as well. There we are, all ready to rock and roll. Now if we pilot drill these a bit while we're in here, we can make sure we're in a location that we can actually reach to do them up. How about that? About there, make sure it gets nice and central. And about there. Alright, that could come out now. We can finish this off. So I've got to use the magic tool again and release it. No, it's not what I want it to be. I've got the pack out there, I might even be able to get it out. There we go. Right. Right, let's pilot drill these, get a nice little hole so you're not drilling into anything. And yeah. lovely central holes there. If we put our packer actually behind it, we could try to drill that, although I'm not really worried about the packer, to be honest. What's this one? How are we doing?
That news is just falling apart.
Well, how falling apart is it? Oh well. I said dinner, you wanted it thinner.
The trouble is now, I'll show you the other bit, so there's no line. I cut dead along the line.
Yeah, that's no worries. I mean, did what you
I
could.
might make a new one.
Why can't we just use that one with the block of wood on top? Perfect.
I'm not happy with that.
No, it's in two pieces. Why don't we just put this back on when it's in the wall like that? And just fix it on there like
We're
that.
sticking that far out.
Well, we'll have to just work something else out.
Well,
Because if we can make another one, it's still going to be this thin and it's not going to work.
what I was thinking is if we put a bit of metal along the back, it would stop it spreading. That's all we're worried about.
Why don't we just get like a strip of metal now?
That's what I'm saying. Let's put a bit of metal on the back.
Right, where's the metal?
I don't know. I want to look for it.
Can we not use like a bit of flat copper or something?
Copper isn't strong enough.
It's quite strong copper.
Steel.
Oh.
Well, I've got a bit of flat copper anyway.
Huh?
I have got a bit of flat copper anyway.
Yeah, but you can make copper flat. It's really easy to work with. The best laid plans in mice and men. Well, we've got the holes drilled, so we could actually, with a small masonry bit, mark the holes for drilling with the hilty, and then all I need then is a then all I need is a chemical fixing sort of stuff. I've got the Franken drill here. Showed up today for doing up screws. I'll get that in there ready actually. It's got a sweet QD quick detach turn on it. What I really need is one of those C-clamp type tool holders on this to hold the chuck key, because the magnet doesn't do a very good job. No, I forgot the ray gun to put the gripper in. I'll use a normal silicone gun, like a square. Alright, take this out, but don't put it back in there because you'll forget what size you're using. And then you won't be able to drill guide holes in the new bit once it's made. Seven, 6. I thought I had a 5.5 one. 10. This is the trouble once you keep stuff in duffel bags, it gets all a bit crazy. It gets all crazy. But I'll have to settle for a 6 just to mark it and just use the packer rather than the actual what's it called? Piece. I'll just use this piece because I've got my mark. I'll put this back here like this. The thing about this is that I'm not, I'm kind of working it out as I go along. That's why it might seem not very professional. Just a little bit. It's probably quarter ass. Not half ass. We don't go that far. We're not crazy. Quarter ass effort's fine. That's good. That's good. We'll bring in the hilty. 10 minutes. use a wood drill for heaven's sake. You find the two washers as well on these. I think I had two nice big ones. These ones are a bit big, only like a penny washer. Yeah, that's no good. I've got the washers, got the screws ready. Got our plugs up here. We're not ready to unplug the thing and put it in the Hilti. I like the rubber as well on the Hilti cord. It's sort of springy. It's more like a silicone based plastic than rubber. Which would give it better thermal properties, it won't melt. Won't burn out when it's quite quick. It's more like the cord you get on a high quality extension unit, a really expensive one. Or a Karcher pressure washer. Yeah, you spend the money where you can see it and not where you can't. So with Hilti they spend the money everywhere. I've taken this thing apart. It's got like a proper gearbox in it, like a bloody car. It's all sealed, submerged in oil. The lot works. Alright, we've just got it on drill at the minute. We don't want to go crazy. We can put it on drill hammer later. Make sure that we're straight. Get our holes started. And that's fine with a lot of the more fragile bricks. If you start the hole first, get it so that the main bit's the same size as your drill bit. Then you can put it on hammer. And it shouldn't, it doesn't always work, but it shouldn't crack. It's less likely to. It's not going to be that deep. It's all it's got to do is hold a blue plug. Just because you've got a long, dirty, great long drill bit doesn't mean you've got to go all the way outside the house. I mean, Christ, that would be crazy. And just put your finger on the drill bit. Check how long it is, how deep your hole is. You can get it out. It's hard to do, and there you go. It's like a depth reading. I need to get my strap out for this camera actually. Let's do that. Let's have a short break. There we go. You should be able to see everything that I see, and if you can't, that's tough. And if I'm a bit loud, it's because you're next to my face. Just go put the battery on charge. I've got to make sure this doesn't slip back, this harness. It's in its experimental phase. I've not been using it that long. Not comfortable with it yet, but the tripod's a bit shit, and I thought a special day like this requires special measures. Anyway, to bring you up to date, we've drilled our holes for the bracket. The front piece is split upon being shortened, so we're currently fashioning a piece of metal to fit onto it. I'm going to put this on charge somewhere, so I've got spare camera batteries ready to rock and roll. I don't want to get to the big event, cutting the pipe with a 9-inch grinder, and not having a working camera, because that'll be rubbish. I have to just like take a picture, let you know how it went. No good at all. Let's whack this on charge. USB sockets. This was a project we did ages ago. Not sure if I got any footage of that. I don't think I did. This was before I was videoing stuff. Well, basically what we did is we peeled back that wallpaper. It started when I was fitting that. And we peeled back that wallpaper, chased the walls out, ran new cable in. This whole room was emptied and it was redecorated. It was crazy. It just turned into, it just kept on going and going sort of thing. Alright, I'm going to turn you up a little bit I think you're looking at the ground. That should be a bit better. Should stay about there. I'm testing this as well today. This is a case that's on test, and if it's any good I'll get a few more of these, because I was quite impressed by the fact that it's waterproof. It's got an O-ring in here, and you can put little pots in here and basically customize this to what you want. Whereas with most manufacturers, they just mold this in a single piece and you're kind of stuck with whatever stupid idea the designer had. It's probably not worked a day in his life. All the hardware on it's metal hinge, and the best bit is if you've got more than one of these, you can clamp them together with these things, and it also makes it easier to hold. Like you can pick it up, hold it like that if it's open or something, and you can pick it up like that. You can put padlocks on these if you want. Going through an airport with a JCB case, and it's made out of that really nasty, bad for the environment, polypropylene glass fiber reinforced with glass beads or whatever they use. So yeah, we'll have fun abusing this case today. In fact, I might even sit on it, because that's all I'm going to be doing. Don't actually need the grind on it. And yeah, as I said, if it's any good, passes the kick test, we'll get a few more. Mostly I wanted these for plumbing fittings, because the seal on it will keep the crap and the dirt out, keep them clean. Right, blue plugs. I'll get those in there. This is my case. You can tell because it's smart and black. I filled it myself. A couple of nice fat plugs. Or would I be better off using these? I got these ones with some quail radiators. They come with the fixings. And these are supposed to be universal, but I'm just looking at it. They're a bit longer and they got these fins on them. They might work a bit better. No, I think I'll stick to what I know. I think I'll stick to the tried and tested acrylic, or whatever these are. These aren't acrylic, these must be hips or something. I don't know a lot about plastics, has to be said. Ooh, get in there, you bugger. I'll have to get the magic tool out. I'll have to re-drill the holes. No, straight in there, nice tight fit. Right, so they're done. I've got half of the bracket drilled. There's not a lot else I can do really. This is what I was using to square off this hole. I'll show you that earlier. This one's quite good. I like it because you've got a like a cold chisel on the end, sort of thing. I don't think we actually need the Hilti now, so we could unplug that. When you're on a job, you've got to try and make good use of your time. It's not good to be sitting around doing nothing, even if it is your own job, because you'll find it'll take a lot longer. Yeah, we don't need this. And the Hilti is twist to take it off. You don't pull it back like the other ones. And this is such a, I mean, look at the size of it. It's so little and yet it's so powerful. It does all the stuff. Hammer, pneumatic. You can use it to take up tiles. Left and right on the bottom. Let's have a look at the label. Yeah. Made in Liechtenstein. How about that? 710 watt. I well believe it. Yeah, it's a good tool this, I like it. And I'll get one for myself one day. If I win the lottery, that's the first thing I'm going to buy. Even though I'll never have to work again. I'll still buy a nice Hilti. I'll get the one with the dust extractor on it though. Because at work, you know, being the apprentice, you have to hold the hoover and have your life shortened by all the dust flying everywhere. I think having a gadget on your machine to actually do the dust extraction is a thing that people that haven't had to hold the hoover to take up the dust can't really appreciate. Right, that's done. Where's the wedge? There it is, it's there. Put these together, always trying to keep everything together and organised as much as possible, because you can see I've only been here 5 minutes and it's turning into a jungle of cables and bloody God knows what. But I don't think we need this anymore, so I'll put that away. That way I've got somewhere to put stuff. Funny thing, Hilti are really choosy about their outlets. Like, not any shop can just have a Hilti stand. Like, you don't ask Hilti whether you can sell their tools. Hilti asks you. If they don't like you, you don't get no Hilti stand. Because in the power tool, like like not like Screwfix or anything like that, there's like a dedicated power tools shop where like that's what they sell, like a car dealership sort of thing, and they do, you know, all the little cheap ones all the way up to the big expensive ones, and they mostly do bulk sales for the big companies. But going to places like that is a really good source of information. Obviously it's heavily plagiarized by the fact that they're trying to actually sell you the stuff. But if you can bump into the other people that go there, the people that own these companies and have to supply their troops as such with this equipment, and they've actually not got their head up their arse and just buy the cheapest, nastiest piece of shit in there because they don't care. If they've actually done a day's work in their life, they'll actually give you a lot of good, they'll actually take notice of what the people that are working for them are saying about their tools. And actually then, you know, you can take advantage of that information. It's like Rainier says, being a passive observer is often not enough. You have to get active, ask questions, and find people who really know. Like me, I don't know nothing. But yet, look at me. I'm working away like a champ. Sidestepping a lot of rookie mistakes. I still make mistakes, I'm not going to lie. I make a lot of bad mistakes, but I'll tell you what, compared to most people in my age bracket and experience level, I'm the king of the hill. This isn't on here correctly. Heaven's sake, who put this in here? The bloody apprentice.
You stole my hacksaw.
Oh, wait. Huh?
You stole my hacksaw.
Your hacksaw?
Yeah.
You've got another hacksaw there. You've got Stanley Fatmax.
No, but one's used for brass and one's used for steel. Because it damages the blade when you cut steel with it.
You not change the blade?
Well, I do have to, so I don't have to do that.
Why do you want it back?
Well, it would have been nice if I had it now. I've used the blade on steel.
There we go. I'm just getting everything ready. I've got the plugs in there. There we go. That's what we want. Yeah, I'll go on there. Just
I've got
lovely.
my airline as well, because I was struggling to blow the garage off as well.
What do you need to blow the garage off?
Well, I'm painting it.
Oh.
All the dust off the doors.
Alright, I'll bring your airline back. I mean, I use it, but I can just bring it back. It's no problem. You don't have to be a martyr.
I do, because you pinch everything.
I don't pinch everything. I ask you. You say, oh yeah, you can borrow that, and then
You never return.
oh, I ask you whether you want it back, and you say, oh no, it's all right if you're using it. Like, yeah, I'm using it, but don't you need it?
Put that on top, so you won't need it, will you?
Won't need what?
You won't need the bit of wood on top once you've drilled it.
No, but I'd use this to mark the holes. This is like a template, as well as a packer. What I'll do is I'll mark both holes without sticking it in my hand. And then I can carry on. Jesus, this is some hard stuff.
You wanted a solid bit, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That's what I asked for. You might not be able to see very well because I'm leaning on it to actually get it through. If I had some WD, I'd spray it in there to lube it. But I ain't got nothing. It's a good thing I've got my eyeglasses on. Protect me from all this swart. got it on low, that doesn't help. Let's put it on high. There we go. Just gone from Monday night to Friday night. There we go. She's slipped. Fuck's sake. No, I don't actually. Do it like this. Might need the grips. Jesus. This thing's slipping all the while. I tell you, these keyless chucks, I don't care for them. Yeah, the hole's not as central as I'd like, but it doesn't matter. Who's gonna see it?
Bad workmanship is official.
Am I fired yet? Come on. I have to say, these gloves, I think they're getting close to their honourable retirement.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, there's holes in them everywhere.
Have you got another pair?
Huh?
Have you got another pair?
Yeah, I've got 3 pairs, I rotate them. But these, I think I've seen the rougher days of use. There we go. Nice and pissed.
Steel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good solid bit of steel.
Right, it'll hold it. You should have a bit of wood cover it. Do a good job there. I don't know. It might be hot, but it'll be alright.
Oh yeah. Apart from the bits that aren't covered by the gloves. Oh, this is coming off. Got a hole in my thumb, got holes here, holes here. These fingers are gone. There's a bloody massive hole there. Holes everywhere, man. It's getting crazy. Yeah, I don't know what that is on all my gloves.
The old things with it.
I always wear the left hand out first. It's crazy. There we go, we can now put this all together. Have we got any gripper or any chemical fixing or anything? Whereabouts?
Down the workshop again. I'm walking up and down like a maniac, aren't I?
Oh, do you want us to go?
Oh, I hope you won't be able to find it.
It's a,
Granny's back anyway.
it's a vote of confidence. Well, can she find it?
No, she couldn't. Definitely not.
And get her to find it. Yeah, I just want to put a bit of gripper on this just so it's a bit stronger. Try and give it the best chance I can. This is the Franken drill because I've modified it. And I started because I wanted to improve the hammer action on it because it's kind of shit. And I took the chuck off because the chuck was shit. In fact, this whole thing was a bit shit. Couldn't get the hammer action to work. But what I did instead was I increased the torque, the gear ratio in here. So it's actually got a lot. It's a bit slow, but it's got a lot of torque. And then I found this old chuck to stick on there because I couldn't get any others to fit. Like, because I wanted a DeWalt one on there, but DeWalt use their own special threads. It's not a normal chuck thread, whereas this one is a standard one. I should have seen that coming, but the things you learn in hindsight, eh? Right, that should nibble its way through there just fine. With that bit of steel, we've not got to worry. Hopefully the steel will bend actually, because otherwise it might be a bit rigid. We don't need this anymore, we can pack this up. Always look at something and ask, do you need it? If the answer is no, then get rid of it. And of course this is dangerous at work, because this is thinking on your own, and you don't know what's going on. Remember, information is power. The people that are working around you won't give you that information, because they're afraid that you'll, you know, act on it. Actually, do something. But there we go. Enough about me. This. Put all the pieces together so they're all ready to go. I suppose we could drive it in with that if that doesn't work, but it should do. It's got a lot of torque on it. I used it to drive in some coach screws into a wall, and it stripped the things round, because I had a high quality socket in there and they were cheap coach screws, and it just stripped the entire nut head round. It was crazy. And that's when I realised I'm pretty decent at hacking tools. This is a bit wobbly though, I'm not sure about this. See how it moves around? I don't like that. I don't like it. That's a bit better. It's a bit more solid. Perfect. Right. So once that's in there, then we can start thinking about cutting this pipe. So what I will do, I'll leave the feed out handy for a minute, but the hilty can go away. And we can think about getting that grinder out and ready. I need to find some other way of testing that other than just sitting on it. An old 10 stone of me isn't going to squash this case, I can tell you that, just from the initial inspection. That's why it's got to this far. Usually I look at something, and if it's all wobbly and nasty like an old F&E tank, which so many toolboxes are these days, then I don't bother. But that was different. It was inspired. Don't need that. Definitely don't need the hilty. I mean, what am I going to drill? It's all about the cutting today. I might need these. I'll leave those handy. Leave the fixings handy. Drill goes in a drill bag. Hilty box out of here. Got this all-star cast of high-priced tools to help us along. I'll be pleased once this whole job's out the way, because then I can get on with running pipe, and that's the kind of thing where I can turn up, do as much as I want, and then go. I mean, but if I cut into this and leave it open, it's going to stink to high heaven. It's going to be absolutely nasty. I think before I cut the pipe though, there's going to be a lot of dust everywhere. I'm going to have to put my mask on, so you might not be able to hear me. You might not be able to see anything either, because I've not got this camera in its case. Look at that, look at the lead on that. It's no good. Where am I going to plug in? This is a bathroom. We're lucky that we've even got a socket as close as we have, because this is an engineer's bathroom. If it was a normal bathroom, it would be a joke. So I've got to organise that. First of all, let's have a fresh blade in there, because that one's a bit small It's a bit too small for what we want. That isn't the correct spanner, is it? Oh yes it is. Oh. Jesus Christ. This thing is a beast. Metal. I'll show you how to set this up. So you got your special shaped hole here. Don't know if you can see that. It's got a little cutout which corresponds to this. If you've never used a grinder before, put that on there like that. This is a basic one. You can get the QD ones which do up hand tight. Then you get your disc on, make sure it's facing the right way with the label out. Because that is the way they're meant to go. These do have a direction of rotation on them usually. Not all of them do, but usually they do. You know, usually it will say if it does, but sometimes they don't. They just assume that you're going to put the label facing out, and you might not like the label. You might want a nice, neat, blank grinder disc for some reason. If you're a home gamer and you don't know what you're doing. Try and get it. You don't have to do these up super tight, but this thing is a couple of horsepower. And if the disc ain't done up right, it's going to come loose and shatter into 1,000 pieces. And then those pieces will be travelling at like the speed of sound, and they'll be right next to your head. So, you know, you do what feels right for you. If you do these up hand tight, more power to you, I say. But I don't use one of these all day, every day. I can use them, but they're not the tool that I'm most familiar and happy using. So I like to play it safe when I'm in doubt. And yeah, and with this one, all the grinders, there's so many different ways they have the paddle to activate them. Some of them have a trigger, some of them have a little switch you can leave on all the time. Some of them, yeah, got that thing that comes all the way out, and it's just personal preference really. They're all as good as each other, they all switch on. Now this one doesn't stay on, but I don't mind. I'd rather make the decision of whether this stays powered up rather than the machine do it for me. And we've not got enough cord, so I've got to sort out some power. And I think we'll do a practice cut first of all across here, just to have a see what it's like. It should cut it, but it's always best if you can do that sort of thing. Also, I want to see how clean a cut these blades do. These aren't my usual blades. These aren't my usual grinder. Work is. So just see what it's like. And it's the kind of thing where, you know, that pipe's in the wall. If I don't cut it right, we be fucked. So it's not like it's on the outside of a building and you can just smash it to pieces with the hammer and then just finish it off with the grinder where it goes into the ground. Let's move this up out the way. Don't want to get it covered in dust. Anything you don't want to get dirty, move it back and out of the way a bit. That I do want to get dirty because I want to see if there's any dust inside it when I open it up. If not, that'll be just the thing for soldered fittings because they don't like dirt, funnily enough. Fittings that are dirty do not hold water. Any kind of fitting, I don't care what it is. Close the lids on all your boxes. Preferably without tripping over and dying. And it's power lead time. I think we had one in here, but I can't be sure. Yes, we do. We plug 4 grinders in at the same time, eh? How about that? Run 3 or 4, you know, 2 horsepower grinders, or whatever that is, off of a single socket, which in itself is a spur. I mean, I'm not a super duper electrician, but even I can tell. You know, things might get a bit hot in the, you know, might have a bit of difficulty when you turn the second one on. Actually, I think it would just throw, in all honesty, it would probably just throw the trip. But it's something you've got to be careful with when you're on site and stuff, plugging stuff in. You know, because, you know, you get one of those big 4-gang extension leads, and it's only half unwound, because, you know, if you unwind it fully, yeah, it does avoid the fire risk, but then you've got the risk of tripping over and dying. And most people say, oh, I'll just burn to death instead, it's quicker, because they don't, you know, sarcastically, of course. They don't, you know, most people don't like the cables. Let's see if this works. Yep, lovely jubbling. Lovely jubbly. It's all ready to go then. Once we mount that. I'll slide this back out the way. Actually, no, that's my seat. What am I doing? Make sure with a tool like this that the cables are nowhere near the blade, even though nobody's going to be anywhere near it to turn it on. You don't want to get all the cables all around here. It's just a no. And yeah. What else can we do? I think we've reached an impasse. I think this is as far as we can go. Where the hell did I put the fixings? No, they're down there, that's fine. I've got a blade here. I was checking to see whether I could cut in there with my 4-inch. And I could sort of, but I didn't want to in the end. Who cares, right? And yeah, if I use this as a grinder case, I'd have to get something to put these in because they're just knocking around anyway. I'll end up breaking my little vinyls in here. Also, this only just about fits in because of this hollow. It's actually quite clever that they put it in there, I suppose. Because I thought, that hollow, that's annoying. That means I'm going to have to put something in here if I want to put tubs in the middle. But then, put this in here and it don't quite go. You move it to the middle and it does. So, there is method to the madness of this design. I don't know whether that was on purpose though, or whether it was just laziness. And yeah, you can pick it up like that. So far so good with this case, though it ain't done bugger all and all yet. What else can I do? Get my fittings ready and some silicone ready actually. Get these out. Now I was going to use, I'll show you what I was using and what I had planned. I got these out because I might use 2 bits of pipe for the purposes of finagling this all in. So I bought some sockets. I bought this. Now this was very difficult to get because it's got a female end on both ends. Went to all the professional plumbers merchants. They said no way, no how, doesn't exist, doesn't happen, can't be got, impossible. And I was about to give up. I have to put a socket on the bottom of these which would make it a bit longer for what I want in there. I did an internet search. Tool station, it was in stock. I got it within a couple of minutes. So it just goes to show, always do a Google search if people are telling you that, you know, you can't get it or whatever, because they're lying to you. Now, these came from Plumb Center, and I was going to use these, but I was in Perkins looking for that, and I saw these. And it states this is an actual converter, whereas this is just a straight socket, just flush all the way through. It's the same size, and you do up these clips. But this is actually stated to take it from iron to PVCU. It gives you a statement about which ends which, what you know, what it can do, and it even gives you a tightness rating, which I found funny. Because at work we just do these up as tight as ever. Hey, hey, hey! Look at that! I was just showing everybody the fittings. Just going to get those ready. The grinder's all plugged in, ready to go. So we'll get these fixed in now.
You got solvent-free and ordinary drip there.
What's the difference?
Well, solvent-free doesn't make a smell.
Oh wow.
They use it indoors.
I'm quite delicate. I need one with solvent-free. No, I'll just use the normal stuff.
None of them are open, they're both new.
Does it not?
No.
Well, which one do you want me to use?
I don't know, I've never tried this solvent free, so
Let's do it. It'll be a learning experience. Yeah, and we will need some silicone once we start cutting the pipe, but I'll worry about that. I'll have a cup of tea first after I've got this in.
Have we got the silicone?
Huh?
You know where the silicone is?
I know I've got some, if push comes to shove, but I'm pretty sure you've got some somewhere. But if we can't find it, I can always just go get mine. How does that work? Does that unscrew? It does, it is. It's like a silicone nozzle, but it's bigger. Knife. Smear in there. And smear on the back of this.
It'll stick it in place, yeah.
And then when I put the screws in, I'll put some on the end.
I don't think that'll make much difference to screws on.
Or actually, no, what I could do is I could try and squeeze some into the plugs themselves.
Still don't think it'll make much difference to plugs, but what about the difference is gluing all the bits together, glue them to the wall, and glue the bit you put in behind to the wall as well.
You shouldn't stand the gun on end to cut it, but I'd rather do it this way and get a bit messy and cut my hand off. Trying to do it the other way.
Over the edge of the floorboard, better.
Oh, and it's white. We could use this to seal the bath. Look, it's beautiful and white and clean. Never know that the bath's been sealed up with gripper. Now, we could test it on a bit of rag like a sucker, or we could test it in the rubbish bag.
Test it, you want a bit of wood, test it.
Oh, I'll squeeze it. Ugh. Nozzle's not actually cut.
That's why it's not coming out.
Oh, I'd have thought it.
You cut it, it'll squirt all over your face. Don't cut too much off, and then we can have it everywhere.
That's a bit too small. That's a hole that I can barely see. There we go. Nice fine applicator. There we go. Comes out. Looks just like bathroom silicone.
What does it smell like?
Yeah, I'm such a connoisseur.
Supposed to be odorless.
Doesn't smell of anything. Can you smell anything?
It's odorless, solvent free.
How about that? We won't pass out when we use it. I need a 4D camera now so people can smell as well. That we could be lying. We could be lying to the world and it's actually smelly as hell. Get some in there. Lovely. Along the back.
You can stick it to the pipe as well.
Might do. I think with this sort of thing, the more the merrier.
Never stick it to everything.
It's a bit different consistency from silicone. It's a bit more like, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that cream in the can.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting the most.
You put it on your cake.
Oh yeah, I'll do that in a minute. If Gran's made a cake, I'll put some of this on it. Of course, I kind of fucked up here because now I can't see the mark, or all the holes for that matter, to line them up. But that doesn't matter.
Just do a bit of wood. Put a nail or something through to find the hole. And,
Well, actually, you can sort of still see it. There's one there, and there's one there, so it's not the end of the world. Bom, 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 bom.
and glue the back of the. You should have glued both sides of that wood. Yeah, this will stick to it as well then.
Fine.
Didn't you?
Trouble is, I'm going to get covered in gripper.
Make sure you don't get it all over your new cake.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What will I do? Put a bit on there. I'm testing this case authentically. So the viewers know I haven't been bought out and sponsored, and I've got to send it back after I've given them a positive review. If this case is shit, I'll say so.
The other way around.
Yeah, like that.
Well, you can't do that if you put it in.
No, I can't actually, so...
Put that bit in first with the glue against the wall. And then put the next bit in.
Oh no! I've not drilled the metal big enough.
Oh, Christ. That means you haven't drilled the wood big enough either.
Well, the wood, it doesn't matter because it will cut through, but I just realised the metal won't. It's alright. A bit of brute force has rectified this problem. with the Franken drill. Oh Christ. Alright. There's one. I have a feeling this is a theme that's going to keep up with us as we go along. Things not quite working. I have to loosen this one off.
Take a bit of advice. Can you bring the whole off, bring the whole weight away and then put them in start with. Put them in square. Going the wrong way.
Now this is, there we go. That's better. That's coming out. I want that a bit back.
Well, you leave it out and take it on the other ones, don't you?
You want it back a little bit. Right.
Give it a bit further through because it won't reach. You'll see.
Right. I've got to hold that. Well, I've got to move this back one because it's moved up in my packer. All this excitement.
You're getting glue all over your hands, all over your gloves.
Yeah.
You wiped all the glue off, now you want more glue.
I can apply some more later. Just here and there. I don't think I should have glued these before I put them in there. That's all I'm going to say.
Afterwards.
Well, there's not much in afterwards now because it's all over me, the drill, my hands. A lot. It's done a lot. Where's the hammer? I need the magic tool.
And then when you put the hammer, you used it just there to knock the thing up, you just knock the floor.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, you were using it.
There. It's not in there. Oh, fuck's sake. Huh? Oh well. We won't need a lot. Alright, sit down. Make ourselves comfortable. Now it's all one thing. Tap it about. Try and get it vaguely near the holes. And I'm sure it'll find them itself. Get it till it burns the motor out. I think that'll do. I would say it looks like shit, but it's tight. It's not moving. I'm pretty sure the screws have found the plugs okay, otherwise how would it grip?
Well, that's right.
I'll give it a couple of cheeky little turns. Don't want to do it too much because it'll strip the plug out, won't it? Mm-hmm. I think if we have something to eat, let the glue go off as well. In fact, I'll squirt some more in now. Get all the glue in there. Glue the world.
That glue's really good. I've never used that stuff.
Gripper's alright. It's not as good as sticks like shit. Sticks like shit, you could stick a base into the wall.
Canvas grip.
Yeah, but that's
I don't know what that one's done.
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out. It might be that the odorless stuff is no good.
Report, they said the grip fill was the best for gluing.
Oh, I have heard it from people in the know. Apparently, sticks like shit is the new king. So
I glued your grand's plant pots together with it years ago. Grip fill, and it's still holding.
Rubbish bag, clean our nozzle off.
Just reduce the pressure of it.
Yeah, I've done that. Right. I'd say so far that's a convenient stopping point. And it's not too bad. The bolts will be a problem, but apart from that, it's not too bad. So there you have it, everyone. It's clamped. Now for phase 2, we've got to bring it cut in here. Now we'll need the Dremel up here as well, won't we? Because that we get into the tight spaces.
Yeah, I don't know. It might do with the right angle drive in it.
I'll turn this off for a minute. Okay. Guard should be alright, shouldn't it? Okay. Right, everyone, let's test this out. Got all my PPE, so let's roll. Saying that, my plug's just blown out. There we go. It's back in there. Don't want to be in the way. How do we turn this? It's shooting down into there. I don't want to shoot the sparks in there. Yeah, because it's shooting. Yeah, loosen what? Oh, here we go. There's a flat screw. I need a flat screwdriver out my tool roll. Because yeah, I'd rather not shoot all the sparks directly onto all the wood and stuff. As funny as that sounds. I want it really on the other. No, I don't. I want it behind it like that. That should stop most of it. And I don't want to be stood behind this thing.
Don't wobble it when you're in that cut. Little blade, and that makes a lot of mess.
Okay. Contact. Come on.
You've got to plug it in. It works better with electricity.
Does it work better with electricity?
Yeah.
Better, the sparks are going in the right direction. Well, that's as far as I could get through it without pissing about underneath it.
Try a baby grinder.
Okay.
That cuts it as well. That cuts it like anything, doesn't it? It's soft as anything.
Yeah. Once it gets going, it's all right. See if I can't get underneath it with my grinder. What's that for? I think that's a metal one. If not.
It's worn out, that one, isn't it?
Yep. This is a bit easier to use. It's trying to get in there and take the grip off. Now pass us the, where's the magic tool? There it is. Let's see. If we've cut all the way around this, because we might have to do this in here, I'm going to see if it'll break. Let's have a go. It's wobbly. Shit, that's fucking heavy. Now you can see where it's broke here. Like that last little bit, but that's not too bad.
Yeah.
You could probably get a seal on that, okay. So that's good, that's our practice cut. That's not too bad. I think I'll change the disc in this though. It's a bit small.
What's a big disc?
There's a metal one. That'll do. I think that eBay one was a stone one, but it cut it just okay. You can see here where I went to the 4-inch here and it cut through it just fine.
Unplug it.
Yep. Always a wise strategy. Get this done. Pull this down, it's going bloody everywhere.
Can I get you a quick release nut, you know?
I think I'd like one, but I'm not going to spend the money till I need one. Till I lose this one. There only Screwfix do them, Toolstation don't do them.
Don't they?
No, because you said, oh, they're in Toolstation. Couldn't find them. Bought myself this in the end. And only afterward found them.
Well, you didn't buy the nut, did you?
Yeah, I did. I bought this nut.
Where'd you buy that from?
Bought it off Amazon or wherever it was.
I thought you bought it off of getting spares for, tool spares.
No, I bought the tool spares one for this grinder, but I didn't have the tool. They didn't sell the tool. And so instead of trying to, I've looked up this tool, like the grinder tool for it, and it was really expensive. So all I did was I just bought this, and I got a nut and the tool for it for not a lot of money. So that was what made the most economic sense at the time. Right, put that back in there. We'll seal this case up and see how filthy it gets. We'll give it a chance, use both buckles. And yeah, there's one bit of LCS. If a member of the audience would like to come up and confirm that this really is heavy, that'd be great.
Mark, where you going to cut the other one? Well, we've got to leave enough room to get the joiner on.
Yeah.
How much room do you need to join it?
To join it,
Yeah, to join
let's have a look at the socket. And also, I've lost my pen.
Yeah, you've gone under the floor.
Probably. Doesn't matter.
Hazard, I think, just been under the floor.
We'll find it when we repair the joists and replace the floor. Let's have a look. So, what end is that for? Yeah, so it's a narrow end for this stuff. So we'll want it. Let's give ourselves a bit of leeway. Let's do it down here. Then we've got a good bit of clearance. We want it about, say about there. This is the moment of truth, everyone. This is what we've all been waiting for, because we've done this. We've put our foam in. We've checked the supports upstairs. We've done all we can to make sure that it won't come through and kill us.
That's the moment of truth.
Now, this is the fun part. This is testing the thesis. Oh,
Heavy?
nice and heavy. That's as deep as I could get in there with that. Pretty much, which is about halfway, which is annoying.
So for a new disc of that, this is how to be worn.
Well, I put, that one was a new one, the other one was too, it was worn right down and I won't be able to cut as much.
Oh yeah, well I know, but I say we put another new disc in, but it's not much worn at all, hardly that.
Nah, that stuff goes through this like butter. Can't even get in there with it. Even if I took the guard off, I'd still be against the brickwork. Yeah, so I don't know what I'd do there. Unless we cut another section out here that's wide enough for the profile of this to get in. Which is what I thought I might have to do. And it doesn't matter on this, because this is all coming out.
That's scrap, yeah, you can try.
That's what we're going to have to do, everyone. This is what I thought I might have to do.
Got it from the inside then?
Yep, well that's the idea, and that's why I wanted the Dremel as well, because that's smaller. And a bit fly in my mouth. No!
I thought if you took the handle off, put it on the other side, it might, wouldn't it?
Why would it go further if I took the handle off? The distance I'm trying to overcome is the distance between this and
I
this.
thought you get it further around the pipe towards the brick, but you can't, can you?
No. All I can do. Not that way. No, I can't actually do it like that. What I'm worried about now is getting it to come towards me and not down.
Put it in the top and just leave it outwards then. That's just easy. Superb.
Right.
Does that other one go in there?
That other one should just about not really get in there.
How's it going?
Well, it's still a bit wide. I could probably get a bit more off of it, maybe.
What if we took the guard off?
What, the guard off of this?
Yeah. Will that go in further? The guard
Might do. Let's try it. Let's, you know, obviously I can't recommend this for those who are watching at home, but
It's the only way of doing it.
it's the only way. Certainly no room for the grip.
We've unplugged it.
No, I haven't unplugged it. I'll be here all week.
You're going to take the disc out though, haven't you?
I don't think I do.
Don't you? Oh.
I've got to be careful because I'm going to lose this nut off of here in a sec.
That'll disappear on the floor like all nuts.
Yep. That's why I'm being super duper careful. This has actually got an opening in it.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, so I should. Come on.
There's Dave on the man's side of the that.
You've got something like this.
Does it?
Yeah, but it's blue, but it says Black & Decker on it. So
No.
might be a Black & Decker clone, of course.
There's a Black & Decker in the workshop, isn't
Yeah, but that's black.
It's black for Black & Decker.
Yeah, it's the Black & Decker. So I don't understand this blue Black & Decker that he's got.
Handy having two tools though, because you need different blades in it for jobs.
If I'm metal working.
Whereas when I was cutting stones, I had one that was cutting surface stones off and one that was diamond cutting in half.
Let's take the blade off. It's nothing for it. Yeah. Yep, I put a proper cable on this, proper jobs, and when I don't need the length it stays in the zip tie. Fucking hell. Right. I can go in the case. Just got the appropriate amount of fill for it. There we go.
Right in there, didn't you?
Now we're dangerous. Probably not.
Safe, because the pipe will keep you safe, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the pipe will keep me very safe.
Well, it acts as a guard, doesn't it?
Wouldn't be the first thing I rely on, but I suppose it might. Do it up tight so the blade doesn't fly off and stick in my jugular. It works better when there's power. It should almost go in. Let's see if it goes. The answer is no.
Put it right in there.
No, it won't go.
Something right in there. Oh, you haven't cut enough off?
No. That's why I got to cut a bit more with this big one. I'll stop cut on that side. But if I cut it, I've got to hold on to it to make sure it doesn't go down the soil pipe. Because kids, this kind of stuff does not flush away. Should do. Lovely. Get it right, wedged in there. Oh.
You know, you started out to the jam, you go in.
Yeah, that's what I'm shitting myself about now. Getting caught on something else now, I think. Doesn't help that the top nut is actually in the way.
I thought the top nut would go up the...
It does, but it doesn't help when you've got to do that just to get it in there and fuck about.
You had it in there, didn't you?
Yeah, I had it in there, but it's catching against something else now. And I can't work out what. Let's try it like that. I think she's just grinding away at the top. I really wish I had something on right now other than a t-shirt. Oh, she is almost through.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, all I've got is a silly little bit back here to cut. And I'll try and get the camera in there so I can see. And I need a working torch, of course. Right, everyone. This is what we're looking at here. Come on! Oh, for fuck's sake. There, that one works. That's why you got to carry 3 torches, everyone. Anyway, look at this. So here we are here. We've jammed the grinder in. And we're almost through. We just got a little bit there. So what I think I'll try now is I'll just see if I can get the Dremel in there. That might be what we need just to finish her off, you know? So let's do that. Where's the Dremel? And yeah, learning tip, don't wear... Oh, I've shown them now. I'm just showing them all the soot and crap that's on my arms. I think we should have a fire watch on this job as well. I'm getting the Dremel. I'm going to see if I can get in there with the Dremel and cut it.
Okay.
This is a brand new tool, everyone. Not being used, raced, nor wellied. So we're gonna deflower it now.
Your thing go in that far?
Not quite. I've got a silly little bit here, and it's not going to go. It's not without taking my fingers off when it snatches. And call me a coward, but I've not quite got the balls to try and force it in there and fuck about with it. So we're going to use this. Because this is nice. This has got a nice narrow profile on it. That's the thinking. Look at that. That go in there like nobody's business. Of course, I've got to take the guard off. We can do that before we set it up.
You need to take the guard off, I don't think so.
Yeah, look. It's not going to go in.
No guards or anything.
Yep. Chuck your guards away, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need them. Come on, is there a tool in there to undo this with? 'Cause I feel like I'm going to mess it. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. But you always use the right tool because otherwise you'll chew up the fixings. This is a bit of cardboard. I'm saying that I can't even undo this nut until I put it on the thing. Unless I can turn it so I can actually get to it. Actually, that'll probably come off. So what we'll do is we'll put this on here. Get this on. And this side handle that I'm holding it on comes off. So I think I'll have it like that to start with. There we go. It's engaged on, there's like a sprocket, I should have shown you, but oh well. There's like a sprocket that it engages on. So how come you can take this off? God knows how much this thing cost. I bet it's eye-watering. It feels expensive. I mean, I think it's probably more watts than my big grinder is.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Well, it does 30,000 revolutions per minute.
10,000?
No, it does 33,000.
Oh, 33,000.
Yeah. Doesn't say. So if you want to, you can look it up. It's called the RotoZip Rebel. Rebel against what you know. It's for kids. It's for stupid kids that are working on soil pipe. All I need now is a skateboard. Wear my cap backwards. That's what I need. Alright, that's good and tight. Yeah, now I can take this off because this is rotating, so I should be able to. How do you lock it to stop it? Is it that?
There's a lever there somewhere, I don't know where the lever is. You found it?
There's the lever to take the thing off. Oh, it might be this. No, that's the speed.
That's the
We might actually have to stop and read the instructions. Oh, there it is. That's got to be it. There we go. A good tool, you shouldn't have to read the manual. Jesus, what is this? There we go. Now we're good. Let's put our metal cutting disc on. We've only got one, so we've got to be extra careful. There's no preference on side, so you can use whatever side you want. There's no rotation denoted. Well, that's masonry, we don't want that. What's that? That'll be good for metal, won't it?
No, that's a down.
That's for metal. There we go, everyone.
What was the other one?
This one's masonry.
Oh, you get one for rock and roll for metal.
You think though, for however horrendously expensive this was, they give you a spare one of these. I like having spare nuts because they get lost. Insert laughter here. Right. Do her up nice and tight. Let's see if she explodes in my hands. I don't think she will. I think I've done everything right. Ain't got time to read now.
That's variable speed.
Yeah. That's how it turns on. Oh. She sounds good. Alright. Put that out there. Let's put all the bits to do with this back in here before we lose them. Right. Yeah, the idea being she can fit inside and cut where she needs to cut. Lovely jubbly. Well, luckily there's a nice long cord so we can pull it off again. Imagine dropping it down the pipe while it's still on. It would be cutting as it goes down.
Cutting all the pipe away.
Oh dear, I probably shouldn't joke about that. She's pinched.
No, why it's pinched?
Why is it pinched?
Pipe's dropped a bit.
Oh no.
Where's your crowbar? Maybe your hammer, Dick. If I can lever that pipe up. Where's your hammer?
What are you going to lever it up against?
No, I need something. Let's have it. Maybe it's screwdriver.
Oh shit.
Oh, I can't move it.
No, it's not going to...
This is moving. It should be loose now.
She's not loose.
Let's come up.
That's made it worse.
What happened?
I think you've broken the disc for this, which is in itself worrying. What are you doing? Oh. There we go. Yeah, you've pinched the disc.
Is that dropping then?
That was fucking close. Well, she's detached. I can tell you that much.
Can you still see a gap between that and the cut?
I can see a very small gap.
Obviously this is falling.
Well, I can't say it wouldn't happen, but it's not falling that fast, thank God.
Still got a gap there. Put that screwdriver in and try levering it up again. Just see if the lever's alright.
It's not going to go anywhere up. This thing weighs a ton. There's no force that I could put on the end of this that would make this go up.
You have to get this disc out, isn't it?
It's enough to make it get the disc. Well, the only reason the disc came out is because you broke that bit off.
You should have just jammed in it.
Yeah, the disc pinched because the weight of the pipe's coming down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I lifted them apart. That's why
You broke this off. That's how it got out.
No, I know, but I also lifted it.
Anyway, that's done. So anyway, well, you can kind of see it with this as well, because that's coming, it's starting to droop down a little bit. Yeah. There's not much we could do about it.
Holding it though.
Yeah, it's not fallen, but it is not right. The only thing to do now is to proceed and cut the rest of this out.
Yeah.
Can't put it back.
Just thinking what we do.
Bugger and all.
Well, what I'm thinking is cut this off with a big grinder as close as you can to the pipe. Then you can see through that hole, don't you, to cut it?
Oh, what? You're on about cutting? I know what to do to cut this off. I've got to take this off.
Yeah, cut it
here.
as close as you can to the main pipe. Cut it
Yeah.
there. And then you'll be able to get to it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about this. But
Well, it's not a good worry about that. It's nothing to do with this problem. This problem is to cut the other pipe. The only way to get it is cut that off first.
I think I'll cut the face of this off.
Cut it as close as you can.
I'll cut this T-piece off first.
Yeah, as close as you can. Then your machine, the Dremel will go into the hole.
The Dremel blade's a bit fucked now because we've pinched it. I think it should be alright, but it's not ideal.
There's a spare blade for that. I don't know where
No.
there's spare blades for that.
That's why I'm a bit annoyed that I've
Pick it up
pinched
on
it.
eBay and see if you can get spare blades.
And there's a lot of this fine dust everywhere, all up my nose, so I might have to put my mask on and that.
Go on and cut the big one off.
I'm putting a dust mask on.
I'll put mine over as well.
Yeah, do you want one?
No,
That's no bother, I've got two.
that's right. You need one later probably.
I mean, we have got the window open and it's not too bad, but it's when you notice your
Got it though, I'd fit in my nose.
it's when you realise that your mouth and throat and all's all dry. Well, I suppose it's all this black stuff as well, yeah. That's not good.
That's horrible dust. Perhaps I could have a mask or something.
Yeah, have a mask. It's no bother, I've got two. I can use this all day long before it gets really nasty and starts not to work.
Oh, can't see now.
There we go.
There we are.
Safe and sound, right?
Yeah, I suppose we are.
Put my glasses back on. Alright, let's cut that bit off first. Oh.
Got the power to do the cutting on that one.
Yeah.
The other one.
What? Well, like that.
Oh, right, yeah. And so closer then.
Yeah, but that'll spin all the shit down towards the
Oh
foot.
no, but you won't be able to cut the other way, would you?
Well,
Try.
I'll have a go, but I'd rather reduce the fire.
Go on then, try it your way. Breathing in the muck.
No, now I've put this on, it's misting up my bloody glasses.
Oh, I see.
It's not fun. That's done well. It's got through most of it.
Your little grinding do much more.
Yeah, my little grinder should be able to polish most of that off.
Okay.
Then I'll just tap it off with a hammer. I'm not fucking about with the Dremel for a cut that isn't going to be here anymore. That's all she's getting.
the hammer.
Yeah. For all you boys and girls watching at home, if you're working like this, always keep the blades away from the cables, for fuck's sake. It's kind of funny because I sound like Darth Vader with this mask on, at least to me. Your lack of faith disturbs me. As clumsy as you are stupid, you have failed me for the last time, Admiral.
Put your crowbar in.
The crowbar? Where is it?
I don't know where your crowbar is.
Well, if you could pass it to me, I would love to do.
I thought you had it just down here, didn't you?
Well, I put a load of stuff out here before I cut because I need the room for all this. It's not in the tool roll. Well, I'm not sure I want to use that. I'd rather have the pry.
Well, that's what I was looking for.
Is it not in the tool roll, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, that's alright, that's got it. Jesus Christ, this stuff's heavy.
I thought that was pretty.
It's not too bad, even like this. It's still, I mean, it's not a great edge, but I could come in there. Say if that was down here,
Oh, you could make it connect.
I could come in there once this is gone and just flatten this off and just grind it down with a grinding disc. So it's not too bad. Right, before we go any further, I need this again. I need to work out how much I need here.
You need quite a bit.
I'm going to have as much as I could get away with. So really, it's about there.
It'll go in all right.
We've definitely got enough, but just about. So I'll go on with my pencil.
Remember, we put a bit of pipe into the T-piece. You can actually put the rubber straight on it, so it's touching the T-piece, can't you?
What do you mean?
Well, to connect the T-piece up, it's got a female connector on it.
Yeah.
We've got a male pipe in it, and then it goes straight into that.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to cut
You
this.
won't be able to see the pipe that you put in, it'll only be a coupling pipe.
No, that's what I'm on about. This T-piece is going to be the piece we connect onto with this.
It won't go into that hole, the T-piece, will it?
What hole?
Into that rubber.
No, that T-piece won't.
Oh, so you've got a little bit of pipe to join it.
But Christ, if I did that, it'd be below the floor.
Oh, I don't know what it was. T-piece raises up quite a long way, doesn't it? See how it goes anyway.
We'll see how it goes.
We like once it's cut, aren't we?
Huh?
We put any length we like once it's cut and you've got it in.
Once this is cut and it's a nice clean edge, I'll be a lot happier. And if that stops fucking creeping up on me, I'll be a lot happier as well.
Creepy?
No, actually, surprisingly, the gap's still there.
Right, so
In fact, I'm going to mark this now. Get my screwdriver. Basically, that notch where the cutter is our starting edge. So if it moves below that, we'll know. But so far, so good. This bracket is holding. Right, how the fuck am I going to get in there? It's a bit of a tight corner. I don't think I could quite get the 9-inch. Oh, I could start it with it. I took the grip off, but I'm not going to fucking do that. No way.
running that without a grip.
I want to use a couple of horsepower. Oh, look what it's doing to the waste pipe.
What's it done to the way?
Oh, it's all dirty now.
Oh, aren't you worried about a bit of dirt?
Oh no, the waste pipe's
We
dirty.
can wash that off.
Okay everyone, I don't know how much we missed, so basically what's happened is we've cut through here, we pinched the blade, So I've had to make a mark against here, the brickwork here, so we can see if this is dropping. And at the minute it's not too much. Oh, it's come down a little bit. It's touching this pipe now. There used to be some air there. That's not funny. But hey ho, there's not a lot we can do about it. And now we're slicing into this, doing basically what we did here to make a hole big enough to get the Dremel in there to do some more cutting. And we want to get this cut off nice and good, get all this rubble out. Then we can put the collar on, like so. And then we can see what it looks like with a bit of pipe or whatever. We've got the pipe here. We could just cut it with the grinder or whatever. And yeah. So yeah, let's put you back in here. Get front row seat to the action on this rig that I'm using. Right. Glasses. Camera. Action. To do. Well, I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier.
What?
Well, we had a bit of fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll put some more rubble on it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if we can't get this piece, such as it is, to come
Wake up there.
out. Yeah, that feels good. Good.
Leave, I think, huh?
There's one. Jesus, this is fucking hot.
Why don't you use the big lever, the crowbar thing?
Where is it?
I don't know. You had it in here.
I had it in here, yeah, I know I had it in here. Yeah. So why didn't you use it? I'd love to use it right now.
Floor, is it?
Huh?
Not on the floor, yeah.
Not that I can see. My glasses are. Not
Where the hell did you put it?
I don't know. I knew that I wouldn't be in this situation. Fuck is it? It's got to be out there.
I can't understand what you've done with it. You get down and have a cup of tea like that, why not?
I'd like another cup of tea, yeah, I'll have a look for it while I...
Well, let's go down and have a cup of tea.
I'll have a look around for it and keep an eye on this, make sure it doesn't burst into flames.
Well, what the hell can you lose it? We've been out of the bloody room.
Oh,
That's possible, isn't it? It's not in the box, is it? You put your... No, it's not in the box.
I would have thought so. I didn't think it would be long enough. Let's have a look in here, see how much dust there is in there. Oh, there's a little bit, but I think that came in with all the other stuff, like this dusty grinder, than it did on the rest of it. The rest of it.
Far side of the joist down there.
Down where?
Look down, see down the far side of the joist.
No. It's not down there.
How can we do the bloody great thing? It's got a feet long. It's not behind the demo box, is it?
I can see. No. Is it with the tool bag? Is it in here? Yeah, look at it. Here it is. It's in here.
Oh, you put it in there?
Yeah, I don't know why. Same reason why the hammer was in there, I suppose.
Hang on to this lever.
Yeah. Now, the advantage of this bit is that I don't think it's actually big enough to fit down the God, this is still bloody hot. Right, let's pull that forward a little bit. Get the grinder in, get the cut lever in there. I won't fucking go. Can you hold this? No.
Huh?
No, don't do it like that. Can you hold this screwdriver for a second? Give yourself some space, we'll get comfortable. Alright, now when I say, can you pull that towards you? Okay, pull it now. A bit more. Alright. No, it's no good. Fuck it, let's just do it with a screwdriver.
Just put the screwdriver in and lever it. No, give that a whack with a hammer. See if it can. Oh, there's glass. It's good. Funny. Oh, God, is it?
Is that in there?
I think it is.
Right, it doesn't matter.
Go in there. Oh, there we are.
There we go. How about that, everyone?
Let's go have it.
We'll track the migration, the glacial-like migration this pipe's making downwards.
I'm still worried about that dropping there.
Well, there ain't a lot we could do about it. If it drops, it drops. But at least now we can at least get something in there to cut that face with. That's what I'm worried about.
You can get your big angle grinder in there, can't you?
We can get the 4-inch in there maybe. Just a little bit. But that's how you do it, everyone. You've got to kind of get in it to it from the side. That's the solution we've come up with. By the time you've commented with your ingenious solution, this will be done, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we've lost a little bit of air.
Put your screwdriver in and see if it'll raise it again.
It's not going to go anywhere. All that's doing is moving the lower one. This is not going anywhere. There's too much weight. It's not.
How do you move the lower one? Where's the lower one going to?
Because there's a bit of flex in the lower one because it's not being supported by anything. And we've just taken a load of material away.
It's vertically all the way down.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that would flex.
Well, that would flex
but not the
because
back.
it's just right on the end now. Look, you can see it moves slightly. You can feel it when you hit it, whereas if you tap that, that's solid. There's nothing. That's absolutely solid. That's not going to go anywhere unless we get a bottle jack in here to push it up.
Put a bottle jack in, yeah.
I think what we'll have to do temporary is we'll have to get a floorboard or something in there while we measure up and cut our pipe. Something that's bigger, make sure it's definitely bigger than the pipe. Wedge it in there. and let it have it. That'll stop it.
You better mess with that pipe, you can't use it now. Too much to glue together now, it's grip level, isn't it?
It's too much. It was too much to glue together when we started. So don't give me that. I'm just happy that we've not had more fire.
Well, are we going to go down or are you going to keep it on?
Oh, if you could go down and get the kettle on.
I
No,
don't like leaving you on your own here.
All right, that's fair enough. I'll cut a little bit more and then I'll do some come down. It to come this way. Right, that's going to move in a minute when I get through it. If I go here, then you come over here, make sure I don't fall through the ceiling or fall on my face or something. Take as much time as you need, sit down or stand up, make yourself comfortable. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you lost a stone down there.
Not too bad, but
We hope. Is that alright? Is that hot?
this end's alright.
Woo! Let's celebrate by getting the rubble out of the way. I'd much rather be doing this now though. Alright, what we can do is just get a floorboard, cut it and put it in there while we have a bit of tea. Or if we're lucky, hey, look at that. Second pair. Well, I'd lost a pair of these.
Well, where do they come from?
Fucking hell, I don't know.
Suddenly appeared.
I must have left them in here. Let's get something.
Use that little short bit.
You reckon that? I think that's a bit short. Let's get some bits.
No, I want to do that. Then we get another bit. Not that many bits here are the right.
What about that thick bit? Which is that in there? Like that. Oh, it's close enough. Do we want to go down and cut it quickly? Or?
Well, mark where you want to cut it. I'll cut it off where I have teeth.
I'd say cut it off slightly more. Like, you know, you do the blade and you account for the thickness of the blade. I think if you throw that out the window and add the blade onto it.
You want that left, that line?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that should do it. Woo! Victory.
It wasn't too bad. Those things do cut, those really did.
Look at that, everyone. Oh! Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. LCC. Come on, it's hot. Jesus Christ, it's burning my hands. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Yeah, Christ. Let's get this lot out of the way. Oh shit. There's a fucking bag down there as well for my masks. Make sure when you've got this open like this, you cover it. Stop all the shit from going in there. Don't matter this way, obviously, because of gravity. Oh shit. Makes it a lot easier to do stuff in here now though. But yeah, let's get straight edge and see. Yeah, that's dropped a little wee bit here. Just a wee bit. Probably not even 2 mil. It's dropped. I wouldn't want to leave it overnight like this, I'll put it that way. I think that would be crazy. Take a picture. I've got to take pictures for me. And I forgot to make Darth Vader jokes because I've got a dust mask on. You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. You are as clumsy as you are stupid. Apology accepted, Admiral. I find your lack of faith disturbing. You are strong, but you are not a Jedi yet. Anyway, enough of that. I'm bursting for the loo, but I don't want to leave this because if I take my eyes off of it, it'll explode or something. I don't know. Right. Perfect. Let's get the magic tool. Get that in there.
Okay. Here you are.
Oh, that's even better. At the proper wedge. Huh?
Use at the bottom. No.
Hold on.
Keep it covered. Put that in and knock the wedge underneath.
Actually, why don't I do it so it's the other way up? Otherwise it's not going to have enough. Because it's only being supported on this corner. Do it like that.
Okay.
Across the face of the pipe. And then put my wedge in like that. I was just going to wibble around and it might have enough force just to take off, just to shave the corner off the piece of wood at the top. Alright, that ain't going anywhere.
Jam brother.
Oh, right, bit of tea.
Start taking this downstairs. 'Cause I don't want to. 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 '
Can do. I'd rather get it in a sack though. Yeah, it's hot.
You'd rather what?
Let's just put it in a sack.
You go straight to the bottom of the sack, these sharp edges.
Right.
You know the
That's
teeth,
rolling.
didn't you?
2 pieces there.
You brought it up, did you? Yeah. Oh, I thought it was
Of course I brought it.
I thought I was downstairs on the...
Left downstairs. I'm no amateur. No. Even if I am a Lego plumber, not installing lead joints and threaded pipe and LCC soil work.
That's how they did it properly.
Yeah, they used to do things properly. Now they only use plastic.
You know, that could be right down.
Huh?
That's going to be right down.
We don't want it. Oh shit. We don't want it right down because the toilet's higher.
I think it is higher than that. How high is that toilet? Have a look.
Have a look. Have a measure. You got your measure on you?
Yeah, I always have a measure on it.
At all times.
All times of the night as well.
Armed at all times. Oh. Right, everyone. As you can guess, the stuff's out. I found my extra pair of glasses as well, so that's a plus. So yeah, we can pack all this grinder. I think that's what I'll do first. I'll pack all this extra shit away. We don't need the 9-inch grinder now. It can go back in its box. Disassemble this all-star cast. Get this rat's nest of cables out of the way. And then we can see about fitting in our pipe. We'll leave the 4-inch handy because I'll use that to cut the soil. And I'll show you guys that. Oh, look at this. It comes in a proper metal case as well. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful bit of kit. And it comes with like a plethora of discs. No, don't go that way. That's for sure.
7 3/4.
7 3/4 what? What, inches?
7 3/4 inches.
That is less than 7 3/4 inches by the time you take into account the tiles and all that. So it will be
I
higher.
haven't got a connector in yet though, right?
We haven't got it in yet. I'm putting this stuff away because it's like trying to work in the middle of a building site.
I thought that's what we were working on.
Yeah. Well, my jobs, things are tidy.
That's your job, is it? Do it up.
I measured all this up beforehand. That's why I wanted.
Take it down to my van and put it in my van. Put it neatly tight and get it next time. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. I measured all this up beforehand. That's why I wanted the female end. Measured the toilet, measured the pipe work. So yeah, that's done. That can go in that room. Christ.
If we hadn't got a female end, the male end on the bottom, and you'd have been in trouble, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's why I wanted that fitting. That's why I was shitting myself when I was trying to find it.
Right. Throw that down when we go down.
Oh yeah. I'll take it down now, shall we? Oh, fuck's sake. What is this?
What is what?
What is that? Why is it here?
Shipwreck.
Why is it here? Did we take it out of the bathroom?
Just to be fitted on the door and finish it on. This should go as well, can't it?
The Dremel can go away. That's what I'm going to
Put it
pack.
together now.
Hold on. I'm sorting things out.
If you put it at that level, it's just about right. But then we'd have floor
tiles.
and tiles.
So it won't be that. It won't be right. It'll be a tad too low. Right, let's sort this Dremel out. Right, where the hell is the tool?
You reckon we can get more discs for that?
Probably. But they cost a fortune now.
Right.
Yeah. It's basically a really light, super duper grinder.
Does work though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but the disc got pinched, which was a fucking nightmare. You have to wear it, you have to use it a lot to get that pinch out. But it's not the end of the world, it did what it needed to do, and we've deflowered it now.
Oh yeah. We want the garden first.
I like how the tool for this does everything, like it tightens up everything. It's a really good idea.
I'll put it on that way around because we can't use it there. That's it.
Alright. It's got a little bit of dirt on it now, just to show how lovely it is.
What dirt am I lovely new?
Horrendously expensive Rebel saw.
We didn't fit with that fit. I don't think that does fit on anything, does it?
I don't know.
Might fit on where you take the angle drive.
Okay, it'll fit on this. It'll fit on this main unit probably.
Think it will?
Yeah, I don't. Well, it probably will, but I don't know and I don't care anymore. What does that do? That direction, do we suppose? Left and right.
Dunno.
Don't care anymore. What is that? Is that Granny yelling at something? Or is that the TV?
That's the locking thing for the shaft, isn't it?
What is?
That lever locks the other shaft.
Which lever? Which lever? What lever?
The one you said what that lever for? What's the lever you just said what's that lever for?
Oh, this.
Yes. That'll lock the other shaft so you can undo the collets.
Oh, I suppose so. Oh. Yeah.
And that doesn't, you just press that button into that.
Let's put this back on.
I think I find a way to go now.
Methinks it goes like that. There we go, now it's got a nice little handle again.
Quite smart, isn't it, that handler?
It's quite good. It's a good idea because this kind of tool that it is, you're going to use it like that, aren't you? No idea where this is supposed to
Like
go.
go in that hole right there.
Where?
That way.
Oh yeah, like that. That'll do. That'll do. Let's unplug it.
It's in the box still plugged in.
Let's put this on. Oh.
You put the gear wheel in that bit there.
Alright. Put what in where? What?
That gear wheel takes off and goes into that little spot there.
Does it?
And the little grinding tool can go in the collets. It's got several collets with that though, hasn't it?
Yeah, in this bag or something.
You don't have to undo it much. Don't just straight away.
There you go. Right.
That'll work out which way around that.
It goes in like that.
Does it?
Yeah. And that can go up there.
Got a place to put the cable away.
Very impressive. When the case has got a space for the cable, you know it's a quality tool. That's what it feels like in most of the things, because you have to jam and squash the cable in there like so much. Whereas here, there's like a
What's
big.
that underneath it?
I don't know, just a thing.
Put it in the end, spacer.
In a word, no, it's not gonna close like that. Right, is there anything else?
That was the thing we weren't sure it went on the thing, but I think it will go that sharp, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll find out next time we use it.
Well, those things are.
I think it is these things. I've got a horrible feeling it's something else.
Got a wire brush in there, isn't it? See that little tiny wire brush?
Yeah, I see it. Beautiful.
That told you.
Yeah, I think it's.
Better than the one we threw out, isn't it?
I don't know. Which one we threw out? The one we threw out recently, the foam.
Yeah, the firm.
Yeah, but that's like a completely different class at all.
Remove this cardboard wheel before touching the zip mate it. Oh, I never thought of that. I thought the cardboard would grind it away, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean the cardboard blade isn't for cutting?
The cardboard blade didn't cut the pipe very well, did it?
Oh, look at that. That's burnt right through there.
Does it burn right through?
Almost. It's burnt like a big chasm in there.
Fireproof stuff.
Fireproof foam. Oh dear. Well, it was a good idea at the time. Use fireproof foam. Right. The fiend can go away. We don't need that.
You're right, it can go away.
A 4-inch can stay out. We're going to use that for the pipe. Yeah. For fuck's sake, I need the drill key.
You got a track key?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere there. That'll be fun to find.
We finished with these planks really now, so we can start taking those downstairs, didn't we?
Well, we need them to walk on and to make improvised support.
Stand up there.
Yeah, I'd leave them for the minute.
Because I've got to get joists in, I think, to make it all rigid.
Yeah. We've got to get bits in and get this all repaired. All that sort of thing.
Well, I ordered some of that green stuff that's waterproof.
Well, we'll see. We'll look at what flooring material we can get and what's best. 'Cause that chipboard stuff isn't great.
It's waterproof, that green one.
Yeah, but I've worked with it. It's shit. I'd get planks. Just get some new planks.
Plug's blocking it, it's supposed to go in a hole at the bottom.
What hole?
See that gap? That's where the plug goes through that gap there and into the box of it.
Oh.
There we go. Right now.
Oh, it's got dirt all over it.
Dirty my thing? Oh my god.
It's got dirt all over this case.
I'll have to throw it away and get a new one, won't I?
You will.
That's right.
If you throw it away, let me know.
You won't catch it. You'd like to turn up and work with a fiend.
Oh yeah, I think my boss will do this shit. I had a fiend. I get it out and it cuts through everything that I use it for. Cuts copper pipe, cuts everything.
It's a lot quicker than this, I was saying, isn't it? Oh, pass me that now. As soon as you're on your feet, pass me those screws. We'll get rid of them.
What screws?
The great long ones.
Yeah, I've got to get the thing out of my drill.
Oh, I see.
That's what this is for. And then I can give you these and you can cart them away.
What do you do with the other boxes? Oh, really?
No idea.
Put them away. Well, if I put them where I know they are, we can find them again.
Cart them to your great big vault with unusually sized
They're
screws.
quite good, those long screws, aren't they?
They did come in handy, yeah.
We've got one left, haven't we?
What do you mean we've only got one left?
One screw left, haven't we?
No, we've got a lot. We've got
Oh yeah, good quite a few.
6. Clip up some more iron pipe later.
Yep.
I'm quite pleased that this put the screws in, this driver. As I said, I'm quite pleased that the Franken drill's putting the screws in. It's a good little driver. Cannot get this to just fucking... There we go. That's better.
Trying to get a handle up.
I'm just trying to spin it round, but this is a bit of a pain.
Is that chuck off that manky drill I had?
Yeah. The chuck's pretty decent.
Chuck was alright, is it?
Yeah. Decent enough for what this is
It's
for.
small though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get a bigger chuck than that, didn't you?
Oh yeah. If I wanted to.
It wouldn't be as cheap as that one though.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as cheap as this one. Alright. Let's put that in there. Alright.
Right.
What was it you was doing?
What was I doing?
Yeah.
I was looking for one of these.
One of what? Oh, the collars.
I was going to get the socket that fits that.
Oh yeah.
Next this.
Right, I need to clean this off. Get this ready. Get it ready for prime time.
Metric or theory?
Fuck knows.
I guess.
What would you guess?
Metric. Yeah.
I'd like to think so, the idealist in me. The European sympathiser in me would like it to be metric, but I don't think it is. I bet it's a really funny one that's neither. Well, I bet it's a BSU or something.
How many Newton meters was it?
6, which is 4.43 foot-pounds. Probably not. But it goes to 5. I don't know. I'd say that's what it'd go to. That'd be logical. Because anything below 5 is silly anyway. Alright. Let's get a cloth. Get that clean. I might have to get this out of the way. Actually, no, we shouldn't do. We shouldn't do. Oh, that is producing a fantastic smell. A lovely heady aroma. Well, I'm pleased with that edge though, it's good.
There's no for us, is it?
What?
Well, the lowest it goes to is 10 Newton meters.
What, does it go to Newton meters on your talker?
Yeah.
Oh well, just do it to 10. Who cares? What's going to happen? At least we have some indication of when to stop. That's all we want, really. It's, you know, who cares if it's, you know, if it says 6 Newton meters and we put 10 on it. The amount of difference in those two forces is inconsequential. It's not a piece of, you know, microelectronics or whatever. You know, it's just a bit of bloody pipe.
Get up to 80 Newton meters.
Well, I wouldn't do it that much.
700 pound feet.
I like that it does both and we don't have to convert them. So that's what we was on about. Where's the gun? Oh, I got something in my shoe. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, it's not as hot as it was earlier. What do you mean as loose as it'll go, it won't, you can't turn it? Just put it on the lowest setting and we'll use it like that.
Gee, still think it's too tight.
It'll be fine. It will be absolutely fine. What's it supposed to do when it gets to its tightness? Just slip. Okay. Get this unblocked. My little tool here. Got a little tool on this multi-tool just for doing silicon. This tool's a gift from my father's driver. There it is. And it served me well. Pros always test their silicon in the rubbish bin. There we go. Alright, silicon's ready to kick some backside. All we need now, across there, I should pull that across. How many inches did you say the toilet was?
I think it was 7 3/4.
7 3/4. Let's say it's like that. 7 3/4. It's still got to be a bit higher than the floor, even if we do it off the height of the floor. So yeah, that'll be fine. It sits in there just fine. That even sits on the pipe. Seven 3/4, it's like that. So what we do is we'll have our collar and just a tiny bit of pipe.
It only clicks this when it reaches it, you still go on over tightening it. And you can sort of click on it.
Ooh no. Alright. Let's come up with a suitable test for our JCB case. We'll get our soil pipe, like so. Lower it down. And now we've got a lovely work surface here. We've got a nice chamfer on this end ready for when we cut it to length. There we go. How about that? Oh, it does produce a lot of dust actually.
Yeah,
Shit.
it does.
Fucking hell. Put my mask back on.
Horrible. There's my mask downstairs. So, coarse mask, dust in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. It might be because this is more brittle than normal pipe though. 'Cause I don't remember there being a lot of dust. But it doesn't matter. At any rate. How thick are the tiles, do we know?
No, I can go down and measure them, but how thick is the electric mat underneath it?
Don't know, we're going to have to allow a few inches, aren't we?
Oh, I don't know, inches.
Well, how
So
much?
how thick are we going to put the floor down at? How thick's that going to be?
Why don't we go off the thickness of the boards we've got? Because it's going to be at least that thick, isn't it?
Let's double measure the toilets. Come on, do that.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get my mask on so I don't forget.
Okay, let's go measure the toilet.
Yeah, I know, I'm just putting my mask on so I don't forget to put it on when I start grinding.
Only one problem.
What?
We can't get out.
Why can't we get out?
We stand there in. That's the doorway.
Oh, so we can get out, we just have to take something down with us.
Yeah, well, we're not going down yet. We're going to go and measure this first. Shall I get a tile?
We'll just put the stuff by the stairs and we'll go measure the toilet.
At Tim's house, I had all the plugs for the soil pipes, didn't I? We haven't got them here, haven't we?
What do you mean?
I had the plugs pushing the end of the soil pipe, you remember? Like
Yeah.
rodding. No.
Oh yeah.
We should have got one, shouldn't we?
Oh well.
Right,
We
how
can
high
make
would you
one.
say that is then?
From looking at it, I have no idea. Just measure. That is 7 3/4 inches. Have you hooked it on the bottom? Hook it on the bottom.
On the bottom?
Yeah. Alright, that's 7 3/4 inches. That's fine. So, we know it's that. We know the height of the board already. So all we need is the mat and the tiles.
Tiles in the kitchen. We don't know how thick the adhesive and the heating mat is.
Well, we can just add a rough amount and get it roughly right. It doesn't have to be all that. Because then all we do is just
Why
add...
they put that bit in there?
In where? In there? Probably to stop it from breaking.
Yeah, you just thought they'd have made it right across the joint, though.
I don't know, it might be something to do with how they pour the mould. I have no idea. I watched a program on how these were made a very long time ago. Yes. And I've forgotten most of it.
You don't put your hands down here next time when it's been used.
No.
Right.
Right.
We'll go down and measure the tile, shall we?
Alright, so let's write this down, if I can.
7 3/4. You're working in metric or inches?
Let's do it in inches. 7 3/4. Yeah.
I'll get my mask when we get down. Oh. I've got them to carry now.
Oh no. Whatever will you do with yourself?
Put them in that room at the moment.
In the snooker room. This is the man cave, everyone. We stroke our tools and play snooker all the while. It's what we actually do when the camera's turned off. We don't do any work.
What?
So it's what we do when the camera's turned off. We don't actually do any work.
No.
It's just when we switch the camera on. Oh, we better do something. So we look good. Oh, here we go. It's the Gilmore Girls.
Oh, what are you doing?
Sure.
Because we're going to try and dead reckon the height of the pan when we could just use a flexi, but it doesn't matter.
About 3/8.
3/8.
So how thick's a mat and the adhesive? 1/4 inch?
I'd say so. Allow a generous 1/4 inch for the adhesive.
Well, that's 1/4 inch
Plus the mat.
which is
So that brings us to 8 3/8. How thick's the mat itself? Have you looked at any mats? Do you have any idea?
They're very thin. They just go in the adhesive's just wrapped.
Is it just you're just gonna have the wire electric ones?
It's very thin, the wire.
Say it's
I
like
said-
an eighth
I said
thin.
allow 1/4 inch for it.
Alright then.
Adhesive and mat.
This
So
is
it's
mat
3/8 plus.
8 3/8. So we've got 7 3/4. We've added a quarter, and now it's 8 3/8.
Plus the thickness of the boards.
Plus the thickness. Well, we've already got the thickness of the
No,
board.
we haven't.
Yes, we
7
do.
3/4 plus.
No, we have the thickness of the boards because we have them down in front of the
No, we
pipe
haven't
already.
got the figure though. We've got to add it on to 8 3/8. It's plus the thickness of the boards.
Okay, well we can measure the boards while we're up there,
If we say it's going to be the same thickness.
but we can work around the boards because we can just put them in front of where the fitting is and just cut it 8 3/8 above the existing boards. That's what I'm saying. We don't necessarily have to factor those in. Well, we can factor them in if you want. I don't care.
Just so it's lower than higher, isn't it? Well, it matters for that matter.
The most we're going to be out if we do it like this is 1/4 inch.
Yeah. So 1/4 inch error.
We might even be able to get just a little connector and push it right in there, which would be lovely. But heaven forbid we're more than 1/4 inch out. We could just use a flexi and call it a day.
I don't like using flexes if I don't need to, because they're too long, aren't they?
You can get a short flex. They're too long. You can get them in whatever size you want. You get a short one, long one. Get a 90-degree one. World's your oyster.
8 3/8. Okay then.
8 3/8. I've left my glasses somewhere already. Oh no, they're on my head.
Oh, look for bloody
Mask.
mask downstairs.
Oh well. Hold your breath.
Step away.
Alright, where's the socket? There it is. At the time, that's on there. What we'll have, basically that. So there to the middle of the fitting from the board.
I thought you had a male end on your T-piece.
No, I've got a female end on my T-piece.
Okay.
That's why all I've got to do is cut this piece of pipe, put that on there, and then whatever's left we can work out here. Right, let's get that like that. So we want that from the top of there,
8 3/8.
8 3/8.
To the centre.
There's 8 there. There's 8. Oh no, we want it 8 3/8 from the fucking plank. Oh, shit. Fuck's sake.
Can't we